Bonjour, comment ça va? It's been a while since I've done one of these travel videos, but in this case I'm traveling to Montreal for a long weekend with my best friend. In this video I'll be looking at the food, sights, and other activities and letting you know how it is. That being said, let's dive right in. So our journey starts at Billy Bishop Airport early at 7 a.m. and the weather is beautiful and will only get warmer from here. I can't tell you how excited I am to be traveling because hey, I needed a break from Toronto. Since this flight is not an international flight, the altitude isn't crazy high, so it's mesmerizing to be so close to the ground and to see the hustle and bustle of Canadians making their way to their destination from a bird's eye view. Visiting Montreal again brings back so much good memories and just makes me happy. Usually when I travel, I use Airbnb, but the host canceled a reservation at the last minute, meaning we had to book a room at the Sheraton in the heart of downtown Montreal. The views from the hotel is decent, where you can see a bunch of condos, offices, restaurants, and so much more. If you're finding this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share. It'll help me grow this channel and produce more content that you'll enjoy. That being said, let's get back to the review. One of the few things that makes Montreal such a delight to be in has to be the navigation, as well as the ease of walking to your destination. I found that the sidewalk appears to be slightly wider than Toronto's, and at no time were they ever so congested regardless of the time of day. One thing you'll never see is people trying to cycle on the sidewalks, especially with the e-bikes. And yes, that's a thing in Toronto. And yes, it's frustrating that the politics cripples proper investment in public infrastructure. The first place we ate at was at this Japanese BBQ restaurant that was quite busy, but we ended up getting a table. The food was incredibly delicious and filling. We had filled up on spring rolls, duck, beef, chicken, and more to a point that we felt food coma descended on us. We walked by the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts but never went inside. The museum is split across 2 blocks and there's probably an underground tunnel connecting the two. I did go inside when I visited Montreal for the first time years ago, but I do remember that the artwork and collections were really stunning to view. What makes this city so refreshing is how well integrated public artwork is proudly showcased, giving each neighborhood a unique characteristic. If you watch my other travel videos, you know that I'm a big proponent of walkable cities and third places. Basically, a third place is a casual place where people can meet, talk, and relax. A third place is often neutral, unstructured, and inexpensive, not located near home or work. They are places where people can converse, play games, share ideas, and dreams. Examples of third places include coffee shops, libraries, bookstores, and bars, so finding these pockets of solitude in the bustling metropolis is refreshing for the body and soul. To end the night off, we decided to go to a stand-up comedy show at a restaurant called Melrose Resto. The first few comedians were really good and gave me and my friend a really good laugh, and I'm truly grateful to have been able to check it out. In no way am I a brunch person, so this is my first time doing this at the Hotel Mount Stephen, a 19th century home of Lord George Stephen turned restaurant and boutique hotel. The architecture of this restaurant is incredible, and it feels like I traveled back in time to the late 1800s. When you enter the building, you realize how plush the carpet is and how the hustle and bustle of the street is immediately cancelled out. I'm in no way an audio or material science engineer, but this whole establishment is blocking outdoor activity noise, making it feel like you're in a cocoon. I think this feeling is so important because it will force you to focus on the present and you're not distracted by any outdoor activity and what others are doing or saying. The food was pricey to be honest, because it's a very posh establishment, but I ended up getting burger and fries. My curiosity of this architecture and layout was just too strong, so I did a quick self-tour. This building is also used for an event space, hence the chairs you see lined up. So I'm a big nature lover and learning new things, so whenever I visit a new country or city, I try to find a museum or zoo that would satisfy this itch, and in this case the Biodome was the perfect intersection of both these things. I remember visiting the Biodome for the first time back in 2013 and was amazed by the size, architecture, and activity in such a space. The high glass roof brings in so much sunlight which elevates your mood tremendously. You would think that all this sunlight would make the interior hot like a plant-filled glass house, but the temperature was just perfect thanks to the powerful HVAC systems. It's pretty fascinating watching people react to these things, And yeah, it sounds weird, but watching other people get so hyped about animals and a conservatory is so infectious, it makes me want to leave the world a better place for the next generation. Cheesy, I know, but it's true. This section of the Biodome represents the Laurentian maple forest ecosystem. In real life, the Laurentian mixed forest ecosystem is located in Quebec, Ontario, and parts of the northern United States. Animals in the Laurentian maple forest ecosystem includes mammals like lynxes, raccoons, river otters, beavers, and porcupines, birds of prey, fish, and finally frogs and turtles. The topmost floor architecture is amazing because you get a bird's eye view of various biodomes ecosystem. It's also quiet on this floor because it's not as frantic as below, so you can take some professional grade photos or videos because of the natural lighting and you don't have to deal with people disrupting your shots. The tropical forest ecosystem is vibrant and lush and filled with life, and I think I saw Tarzan swimming through the trees, but I'm not too sure. Here are some cute capybaras. This is my first time seeing them and they're actually bigger than they look on camera. Maybe they are about slightly smaller than a golden retriever or border collie. I saw some macaque parrots screaming at each other while their friends just looked on in amusement. Okay, well, we're done seeing all the ecosystems in the biodome and I'm heading back to the hotel to rest before getting something to eat. This would be me and my friend's first time taking Montreal public transit, thus saving some money on taking Ubers or time walking to our destination. So far, I've shown how fun Montreal can be during the day. But what about at night? What do Montrealers like to do when the sun sets? The city at night is something amazing to be a part of. And it's important to realize that you're part of a thriving city and try to participate in it as much as possible. I think that at times we are so caught up in our day-to-day responsibilities that we forget to take time and stop, take a deep breath and reflect on the blessings we have. Every part of downtown had people spending time together, laughing, talking, holding each other, or just being, if that makes sense. If you want to talk about public art installation or art in store windows, sure, you can do that. Do you want to walk around with no destination in mind? Sure, go for it. Interested in playing or watching some pickup basketball? Let's do it. There's just so much to see and do at night, and it comes down to you to write your own adventure. Our last day in Montreal was visiting the Bota Bota Spa, which would end up being such an unforgettable experience. Basically, this is an entire spa on a boat, and the whole experience is something that I can't recommend enough. The spa has a large steam room that was using eucalyptus and peppermint oil to make the place smell great, yet it's meant to make the stress melt away. There's also a sauna that can hold about 15 people and it overlooks the St. Lawrence River. Honestly, you lose track of time watching the movements of large cruise ships docking, people chilling on the yachts, or ski-doos racing around. The spa also has a large outdoor pool with lounge chairs around it, so people are just chilling in them or just talking with each other in low voices not to disturb each other. At the top floor of the spa is a large hot tub that can hold about 8 to 10 people, and it felt amazing due to the warm water, water jets, and warm sun overhead. There's also a cold plunge bath on the same top floor should you want to do a hot-cold circuit between the hot tub and bath. Finally, I had my first full body massage that was incredible and much needed from all the sitting and BJJ I do. The tiredness, soreness, and frustration that I was experiencing before the trip was completely gone, and by the end, I felt 10 years younger. Overall, visiting Montreal was an amazing experience, and to be honest, I'm a bit sad that the time flew by so fast. But on the other hand, I'm grateful I was able to create these good memories. The food, the sights, and the spa day were unforgettable experiences, and I definitely recommend that you give it a shot when you visit Montreal. Even though I'm not being paid to say this, if you never had a spa day before, I recommend that you try out Bota Bota because the experience was amazing. The staff were professional, the facilities were really clean, the overall environment was very refreshing, so when you're there, give it a shot. If I had more time, like a week, I would have rented a car and do a road trip to Quebec City, but that could be next time. So, what do you think about my trip to Montreal? Was there any sites, restaurants that you'd recommend I check out next time? Leave a like and comment below, and I'll see you in the next episode.